Hey, what's up, guys? A few days late, but response video to UFC 234, Silva Adesanya main event. Whitaker Gastelum obviously canceled due to health issue, which is unfortunate. So Silva Adesanya moved to the main event, which made it even more exciting for me because biggest Silva fan ever. But beside the point. Um, I was not disappointed, but I felt like early on in the fight, first round, I was like, damn, like Silva's not gonna be able to catch him with anything significant. He just looked slow. He looked, he didn't look very sharp. He looked a little off balance on some of his kicks that he tried. He looked a little off. Maybe that's being 43. Maybe that's 2 years out of the game, combination of factors, who knows? But like I said, early first round, uh, I was like, I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. He came at him with a flurry, charged him. Adesanya was out of there, no problem. I was like, man, he's going to have to find a way to mix this up. He's not going to be able to stand and just have a kickboxing or Muay Thai match with the style bender. It's not going to go his way. He's either going to get caught with a heavy shot and finished, or he's going to lose by decision if he doesn't try to clinch. If he doesn't, nobody wanted to see him pull guard and make it a jiu-jitsu contest, but I was like, that's probably the only way he's going to pull this off, is if he makes it dirty and gets in there and uses his knees on the inside, which he did attempt to, but man, Adesanya had him mapped out, man. He knew exactly how to defend the clinch. Anytime Silva tried to get in and implement it, Adesanya's guard was exactly where it needed to be to prevent it, and he would get away. He knew everything he was going to throw at him, essentially. Didn't get caught with anything heavy. Yeah, Silva had a nice little mouse under, I believe it was his right eye, uh, like into the second round. Adesanya didn't really have a scratch on him. Anything Silva tried, all the tricks. He likes to confuse guys with doing the hands and everything to get him to come in and throw a big shot and he'll counter. Adesanya was having none of that. There was a point in the fight to where Adesanya was pushed or got thrown into the cage off balance. He knew what was coming immediately. He knew that the jumping knee was on the way, wasn't even close. Silva tried it. It's one of his things, but it wasn't even close. Adesanya was like, oh, I've seen this 1,000 times. Let me get out of here. And it was kind of hard for me to watch because you become accustomed to seeing a guy be so dominant throughout his career, especially when he was on that run, being the champ for all those years. No one could touch him. But he looked slow. He looked just much slower than he used to. He didn't look as sharp. Obviously, like I said, that comes with age. But Adesanya looked good, man. He was quick. I don't think he completely unloaded the clip on him. He didn't want to get caught with anything silly. He didn't want to get caught with any counters. He didn't want to come in too aggressive. He was calculated. He tried to pick him apart. It was fun to watch. Ultimately it went to a decision. Adesanya won by unanimous. I thought it should have been split. I definitely thought Silva won the second round. Felt like he was the aggressor. He landed more in the second. Adesanya was, didn't really show a whole lot in round number two, to the best of my remembrance. Um, Thought for sure he won the first and the third. Going into the third, I was like, I feel like Silva has, he probably needs to finish him to win the fight. Wasn't able to do so. He, tried what he could, wasn't able to catch him with anything heavy. Just didn't have that same pop, that same snap like he used to get the shot that he needed to land to get it done. Um, like I said, Adesanya looked good, quick, composed, wasn't overly reactant to Silva's feints. Silva was more reactant to Adesanya's feints. He would come here and come there, and Silva was responding to it in a way that kind of made me nervous. Like he was worried about getting caught by the speed. Um, but all in all, I thought it was a fun fight. There's two guys with sorry about that, the dog knocking stuff off the table. But I thought it was a fun fight to watch. I wish it could have happened 10 years ago when both guys were in their prime. Man, you're talking about an exciting fight that would have been. Both guys at their fastest, at their best. Could have been one of the most amazing fights ever, but still exciting. Disappointed Silva couldn't pull it off, but hey, Adesanya is, he's that guy right now. So we'll see what happens with what's next for him. If they give him a title shot, if they strip Robert Whitaker, which there's been talk about it. I don't think they should. The guy had emergency hernia surgery, if I understand it correct. So I think you could take a title away from a guy like that in those circumstances. Maybe let Adesanya and Gastelum fight for an interim title, which, if you're a hardcore fan like myself, interim titles don't really mean much because, yeah, you have a belt, but you're not getting the respect of the guy who's actually the champ. And if you lose, you got to build yourself back up again. So I don't really see a big value in an interim title. Just let them fight, for the number one contender spot. And after that, when Whitaker's back, do the title fight then. But yeah, that's my, response to that. I know I'm a few days late. I think Silva, it's time to hang it up. He's done. He needs to do, by all indications, he said he's going to do one more fight in his hometown, Curitiba, Brazil. And then by all indications, that'll be it for him. He'll probably retire immediately after, which I don't think will be a bad idea. He didn't look overly impressive. He looked slower. He looked like he was finally a 43-year-old fighter. And you don't want a guy to hang around too long past his prime and take unnecessary punishment like we've seen other guys do. Go out, in the best fashion that you can. I'd like to see his last fight be against maybe a Nick Diaz. That would be fun. Rematch for the last one. They're talking about the possibility of that right now. If Diaz wants to do it, according to his camp, that's something they're interested in. But we'll see what happens. It's certainly going to be exciting to see how things unfold. But yeah, that's my UFC 235, my reaction. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. If you have a difference of opinion, I'd love to talk about it. This is what I enjoy doing all day, talking UFC, MMA, boxing, any sort of combat sport. Nothing gets me more excited than talking about that. So, yeah, until next time, everybody have a great day.